Okay, what's up, everybody? Right, so I just come across this video. It says Splinter Cell Remake 2027 in brackets. Just got a new update. Now, I don't know anything about this video. I haven't seen the video, but I just read the title. You know, just in case you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of Splinter Cell. It was Splinter Cell that got me loving, that got me into stealth games, and the whole thing of stealth and Splinter Cell Double Agent on the PS2 was my first ever game video. It's by a Bulba Insider. I've never come across this channel before in my life, but big up to him for this video. So let's go.
The Splinter Cell remake has gone through some issues during its development tenure, but we have got a brand new update on the remake about when we could actually be seeing it, and this actually comes from the Insider Gaming Weekly podcast, which I will leave links into the description. And what Tom Henderson says here is that the Splinter Cell remake had gone through a lot of delays internally, but it's likely that we're going to be seeing the game in 2027.
All I'm seeing here is hang on. I'm only reading a bit about the Splinter Cell. The Ghost Recon can wait. Just at the time of Red Storm Entertainment's gaming division's closure, the team was working on approximately 10 projects at Ubisoft, including the hotly anticipated Splinter Cell remake, another game at Ubisoft that has had its issues and was said to be well on over there. Fucking breed. Ubisoft has had its issues and was said to be well over budget, according to people familiar. What the fuck does that mean? People familiar. What the fuck? Like, yeah, there's of course Splinter Cell has been anticipated for fucking it feels like decades at this point. I mean, the last Splinter Cell game that was released was in 2013 with Blacklist, and then after that, it's been 13 years. What happened? Did your watch stop? What's going on? They got all the blah blah about Ghost Recon. I'm not interested in Ghost Recon at the moment. I love Ghost Recon, but we're not into that at the minute.
As of right now, the next big game is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which is the remake of Assassin's Creed.
See, that's the problem. The Ubisoft are very good at fucking knocking out Assassin's Creed games. They can knock them out fucking easy. They can just, I've heard that they can just shit them out their ass. But you know, just whenever they feel like it. But Splinter Cell, why is that so difficult to make? Come on, man. How is it? I don't get it. I just don't get why Splinter Cell is difficult to make, but yeah, Assassin's Creed games are. You know, they're just fucking shitting them out their ass at the moment. There's fucking no end of them. So we don't want Assassin's Creed. We want Splinter Cell. True fucking stealth fans want Splinter Cell, not fucking Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is shit. It's a fucking rubbish game.
Assassin's Creed 4, and the next big game after that will be the brand new Ghost Recon game, which we also discussed on this channel. Those links will also be in the description and pinned comment section below. Now, the Splinter Cell remake was actually announced in December 2021, and since then it has gone through some major shakeup. It seems that with Ubisoft having over 12 Battle Royale live service games in development at one point, they wanted to take the games as a service model.
Do you know what? With this little bit of like Splinter Cell footage from Blacklist, which was the what was going to be on the PS3, was this footage you're seeing right now here at Blacklist didn't even make it into the game. They completely fucking rechanged because that's the one in Iraq. But anyway, and the amount of times that I've seen this this bit of game footage is just so fucking hell. I see it.
To the brand new Splinter Cell game,
Never mind, I'm just waffling.
Which caused some tensions behind the scenes. This was ultimately scrapped and actually became the game X Defiant, which is no longer in operation. Also in 2025, Splinter Cell Remake lost its game director as there was some management changes behind the scenes, and the site Tech4Gamers actually found what the job description for the
I heard a lot of people were getting fired. So, well, what's the point of that? What is the point of firing people that are crucial to video game development? Why would you do that? Because if you fire them, then you got to find somebody else. Just what's the why? What's the point?
The new director would entail. It says, on being a game director on Splinter Cell, as a game director on Splinter Cell, you're responsible for the moment-to-moment gameplay. How do the gadgets work? How do NPCs search when they notice something amiss? How light does the camera need to feel? How much noise does it make when Sam Fisher takes down an enemy? You'll be helping us execute all of these things. Perhaps more importantly, you'll be fine-tuning the experience when all of those things come together. You're helping all of the elements resonate at just the right frequency to ensure a highly polished, hardcore stealth experience that invites players in and rewards mastery.
All I'm going to say is that if they remake the Splinter Cell, please don't make it like Conviction and Blacklist. Please don't do that. Just make it as close to the original as you possibly can. That's what we want. We want like the light the light meter, the sound meter. We want, you know what I mean? Just like how it was back in the original. We don't want none of this. When like in Conviction, like when Sam's in the shadows, it turns black. The screen turns black and white, and when it's in light, then then the screen's back in like its original colouring. I didn't like that in Conviction. It just really put me off. And they did that with Blacklist. I just don't like that. Just use like the light, and have like the light meter, and then how much noise Sam's making. Have the sound meter, and just like we did in the original. Because it's little details like that we, the real true fans of Splinter Cell, we appreciate little details like that. We really do, and it's, we don't want the screen turning a different color because we're in the light or in the shadows. We don't want that, like they did in Conviction. That was a terrible idea. I don't know who it was that came up with that idea, but it was terrible.
Tech4Gamers also states that back in 2022, David Grivell departed Ubisoft after a long decade career and left the remake without a director. At the time, Splinter Cell Remake had only been known to the public for a few months, but it seems history is repeating itself. Because there were reports of a remake in turbulent development, Ubisoft's ad for a director is certainly cause for concern. Splinter Cell Remake has not appeared in a major trailer or gameplay video for a very long time now, and this job ad has only raised further eyebrows in regard.
Yeah, the last Splinter Cell trailer there was for Blacklist, and that was 13 years ago. It's like 13 years. That's a long time, man. That's a very long time. And just what they've been doing. Why did they just stop making the game? They have 13 years. Blacklist, okay, you don't just want to whack out another game straight after making one game. But, just like if they would have brought a game, and not necessarily in 2014, because you want the like say Blacklist, you want that game to have time to breathe, and then before releasing another game. I get that, because you want to build do the game to do its numbers, and and also for they want the game to do its numbers, in terms of profit, because because the people that make the game, the devs, they got a lot of investors to pay. There's a lot of wages to pay, and I get all of that business. That's the business side of stuff, But but I think like at least 2015 or 2016, we should have had a new Splinter game back in probably 2015, 2016. Not, it's 2026 now. We're halfway through 2026, almost. And, well, or just over. But, and there's been nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've had nothing. So what have they been doing? What have they been doing for 13 years? I mean, come on, it's a long time, man.
Regarding the project's current state, Ubisoft has also gone through major structural changes recently thanks to a deal with Tencent. Following this deal, the Assassin's Creed IP has lost its director after several years. Nonetheless, it remains to be seen what the future for Splinter Cell Remake holds. However, insider from Insider Gaming Tom Henderson did state that the remake actually looked impressive from what he had seen, which was also in 2025. Now, some more troubling news was the recent layoffs at Red Storm Entertainment's gaming division, as the entire division was closed. Now, this team was working on approximately 10 projects at Ubisoft, including Splinter Cell Remake and also the next mainline Ghost Recon game. Now, this team was more of a support studio to Ubisoft, but it must have done a lot of important work, and having those layoffs of over 100 staff members at Ubisoft just now gone from the company and had their access revoked may lead to even further delays for Splinter Cell Remake. And with all this said that the game looked good,
bit of a glitch. No, not a glitch, sorry.
Company had their access revoked may lead to even further delays for Splinter Cell Remake. And with all this troubled development, even though Tom Henderson said that the game looked good from what he had seen, Ubisoft is very unpredictable. I mean, we were so close to be getting the Sands of Time remake. A lot of us actually anticipated the Sands of Time remake to actually be shadow dropped or released in January 2026, and then the game was just abruptly cancelled in that same month. I hope this isn't something that we see with Splinter Cell, but only time will tell.
Yeah, absolutely. If that happens, I'll be extremely fucking pissed off. Because the one thing that I would love to see more than anything is Splinter Cell on new gen consoles, higher top quality graphics, game mechanics, and just how hard is it? How difficult is it just to make a game? Like, you got the capabilities, you got the skills. Just make the fucking game, will you? For fuck's sake. What's wrong with you?
I also do want to say that I think Splinter Cell is a much bigger IP than Prince of Persia, and again, because Tom Henderson, it looked good from what he had seen, I'm more hopeful that this game won't get cancelled abruptly. However, the great news about this whole Splinter Cell saga is that the original director, David Grivell, who actually left the project in 2022, returned to Ubisoft Toronto to finish what he had started, according to Insider Gaming. The article reads that, announced on his LinkedIn profile, David Grivell announced that he's rejoining Ubisoft Toronto as the project's game director for the Splinter Cell Remake. The Splinter Cell Remake originally started development in 2021 under the codename North, with not much else being said on the game since. Insider Gaming exclusively reported in 2024 that the game is currently in development on the Snowdrop engine with a tentative release date of 2026, which has now been delayed internally, likely to 2027. It's likely, given the projects and Ubisoft as a whole issues, that this release date is no longer accurate, of course, but we will update our readers when we learn more. Insider Gaming received footage of the project in early 2025, which showed Irving Lambert speaking to Sam Fisher in a superb cinematic. As it's understood, the Splinter Cell Remake is a fully fledged remake from the ground up, which will include being built around a modern audience from the ground up rather than a simple graphical rehaul. And this game is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC. So it's amazing that the original director has returned and is likely going to put the project back on track.
Well, I bloody well hope so. I absolutely hope so. I hope that he just fucking doesn't fuck about. You know, like I say, you got the tools, you got the skills. Just make the fucking game and fucking put it out so that we can fucking buy it, play it, and fucking love it forever. Do you know what I mean?
Or a major release for 2027. Now, Splinter Cell also exists outside of gaming through Netflix's animated movie, and also in the Ubisoft Blood Dragon series, Splinter Cell had a very prominent role. He's also appeared in a crossover of the game Ghost of Tabor, a VR extraction-based shooter. So Splinter Cell is much more alive than Prince of Persia, and it seems that Ubisoft's lineup for 2026 will be Black Flag Resynced and the next mainline Ghost Recon, and for 2027, hopefully we will get Far Cry 7 and the Splinter Cell remake. Also, in regard to the future of the Splinter Cell remake, because David Grivell is now back on board and is heading the project once again, hopefully we can also get remake for Splinter Cell 2 to 3 all the way to Blacklist, as a Splinter Cell 2 remake wouldn't be as hard as one, especially if the first remake is received well, as a lot of the game mechanics, gameplay core, graphics, asset, everything would have already been done. So of course there would be new things to make, but they wouldn't be starting from scratch. So I hope that this remake is done well, and not only can we see more remakes from Ubisoft in the future.
Now, I hope if they went in, like I said earlier, if the Splinter Cell remake, I want it to be like as authentic like the original, and not go down the path of like Conviction and Blacklist, because it will really suck if they did that. You know, that mark and execute feature. I mean, I don't know why they added that from what you saw in Blacklist with the mark and execute feature was probably a copy and pasted feature from Conviction, which is for easy people, like for people that just can't fucking take down targets. It's just the mark and execute feature in Conviction and Blacklist. It just makes the game too easy. Do you know what I mean? It just takes like the challenge of trying to like you need to like take out enemies, and it just takes away from the challenge. And I hope that in the remake that doesn't happen again. I really do hope that they don't try and bring that back, because it's shit. It's a rubbish feature. It's a rubbish game mechanic. It's just for people that can't play stealth games, as far as I'm concerned. But okay.
Also a brand new Splinter Cell game, which would further the legacy of the Splinter Cell franchise. Perhaps they can spin off in different genres like they did with the Prince of Persia Lost Crown and Rogue Prince of Persia, but we'll have to wait and find out. Right now the focus is on the Splinter Cell remake in terms of the Splinter Cell IP, and maybe there will be a Ghost Recon crossover likely, as they did with Breakpoint. Sam Fisher was in Breakpoint as a playable character and had his own missions. Perhaps we will see the same thing again with this next mainline Ghost Recon to cross-promote the two games within each other. I will be talking about more Ubisoft franchises like the next Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, all of that is on the channel, and of course the AAA games outside of Ubisoft like Cyberpunk, The Witcher 4, The Elder Scrolls 6 and so much.
I like Cyberpunk because I heard that they're making a second one, which I'm happy about, but this is about Splinter Cell remake.
Also, if you love RPGs, single player games, AAA games, go ahead, like and subscribe. And guys, it is finally here, the Balboa Club Witch Hunt Collection.
Oh, I don't care about that. Sorry, but no disrespect, but yeah, that's got a bit off topic. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope that they go through with the Splinter Cell remake. I hope they actually make the game available for release and for us all to play and enjoy. And I hope it all goes well, because I'm a huge Splinter Cell fan. And it was Splinter Cell that got me into this stealth genre in the first place. And yeah, no, I love stealth games. Bring back stealth. Alright, so I'm going to leave it there. It's been quite a long video, enough as it is. Fucking hell, I didn't mean for it to be about 20 minutes long, but it's what it is. But I had a lot to say in this. So yeah, my final message is this. Ubisoft, make the fucking game. That's all you gotta do. Just make the fucking game. That's it. It's simple. It's easy. Just do that. Just make the Splinter Cell remake. Just make the game. Release it. Make it available for us to play. Those you know, it's not difficult. Just do it. Just do it. Alright. So that's me out. That's me done. That's my little run over. But yeah. What's your thoughts about all this new update about the Splinter Cell remake? What do you make of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, we'll have a discussion about it. Okay. So till the next one, guys. Be safe. Be healthy. See you soon. Bye.
Collection Volume 1 is...
Oh shit.